Marlins give the ball to Kyle Tyler, his 7th start of the year. A no decision against the Braves on Saturday night in Atlanta. Had a season-high 4 walks, 3 of them in the first inning. And India out towards center field, sends Derek Hill back, and he makes the catch just in front of the warning track.
Here is Elly De La Cruz, who was held hitless last night.
Sharp ground ball, just gets by Otto Lopez. They were pinching that right side hole, and De La Cruz still got it through.
Tyler Stevenson stands in, swinging a hot bat.
Ball in the dirt.
De La Cruz takes off, throw gets by, helmet free, carefree. De La Cruz has third base. Do not take your eyes off that dynamo.
You know, I have to blame that on the middle infielders right there. If you got De La Cruz coming in here, and if you didn't get a good throw and he got a terrible jump, you've got to somehow get this ball. I know that maybe it was just over the head of Lopez. He couldn't get to it. It's now great opportunity for Tyler Stevenson to drive the run in.
De La Cruz breaks, glove from short, pump and a flick to first. The Superman slide home. Elly creates a run. It is 1-0 Reds.
Well, what made this possible for De La Cruz, other than his incredible speed, is that look how far he is off the base right there. And he was guaranteeing himself or hoping that Tyler Stevenson wasn't going to swing and miss at a pitch, and they would have a play at third base. So played the odds. It worked out for the Reds. They're up 1-0.
Now TJ Friedl got his first career grand slam yesterday in the 7th inning. Oh, Friedl unloads, high fly to right. Brujan way back, and that is gone into the Reds' pen. His 7th of the year. He has gone deep in back-to-back games, and the Reds have a 2-run lead.
Now a 5-game hitting streak for Friedl, and that is quite a remarkable feat. The grand slam last night, he turns right back around, and next to bat, he hits a homer.
Spencer Steer, who's back in there tonight, first baseman for the Reds. Now towards center field for Hill.
And the inning is over. But the Reds get a couple of runs.
And one of the most positive stories of this Red season, Hunter Green with a breakthrough season.
But 6 straight starts allowing 1 run or less, matching Johnny Vandermeer from 1938, and that gets down for a base hit.
And it'll hold Edwards to a leadoff single here in the first inning.
Jake Berger, a threat to go deep. Breaking ball lifted. TJ Friedl secures the first out. Jesus Sanchez has plenty of power, and he strikes out Sanchez.
Jonah Bride digs in.
Weak tapper, Marte darts in, avoids the runner, bare hand on the run, great play! Noelvi Marte's all-around improvement is peaking in what is probably his best series of the season.
Back-to-back strikeouts.
Nobody on and 2 out. Here's Noelvi Marte.
This one out toward right field. Sanchez a long run, and he dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, Vidal Brujan, what a play in right. He had to cover a country mile to get to that one.
A sensational diving catch on the warning track in right by Vidal Brujan.
So India aboard for the first time tonight, and that'll bring Elly De La Cruz to the plate, who singled through the right side of the infield his first time up.
Sends this ball to left. This is the growing offensive game of Elly De La Cruz, the ability and willingness to use the whole field.
So that will bring up TJ Friedl.
Sharply sent to right center. Wave is on for India at third. Hill from center, lob to second. India scores. De La Cruz to third. Another RBI hit for TJ Friedl. He has had a strong series, and it's 3-0 Reds.
Tell you what, if you face TJ Friedl, you better be able to throw a breaking ball for a strike, because he will turn on your fastball right now. That's a great level swing, and that ball just rockets right into right center field.
Spencer Steer.
And a bouncing ball toward the shortstop, Edwards.
And they will retire Steer for the final out here in the third. The Reds have plated another run.
And Johnny Pareda, who's still in search of his first major league hit. This would be a great time facing one of the best in the game.
But that'll help, a base hit for Pareda to start this third.
Congratulations to Pareda, getting his first hit of the season here. Here comes the ball. No, they want it in. They threw it. No, 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 no. Oh, this is too much. No, that was his first hit. They threw it in the stands. Oh, they need to get that one back. Every single player in the dugout saying, no, no, no.
Well, the Marlins set up right now with the first 2 men aboard and nobody out against Green, who's got that scoreless inning streak going. Marlins would love to end that and get back into this thing. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and he has to hopscotch out of the way, or did he? That might have gotten him. A single, a walk, and a hit by pitch will load the bases for the Marlins.
Loads him up for the man who hit a grand slam yesterday, and Derek Hill.
Bouncing ball towards second. India flips to Elly De La Cruz, but that's the only out that they'll get. The scoreless streak is over. The Marlins are on the board, and only 1 out on the play, so first and third.
Really nice hustle there by Derek Hill. He tries to hit the ball up the middle, just gets on top of it a little bit too much. India with a nice glove flip over De La Cruz, who throws an absolute missile over to first base. I mean, that arm strength is exceptional.
First and third, 1 out. Vidal Brujan, the batter.
That's into right center field and down for a base hit. So the other streak now that comes to a close was the 6 in a row that matched Johnny Vandermeer for 6 consecutive starts of 1 run allowed or less. Marlins have 2 on the board now.
And this is a 98-mile-an-hour fastball in on the hands. And Brujan does a really good job of getting his hands close, tight to his body. Beautiful job with 2 strikes there to get the runner in from third and getting yourself a base hit with it.
Johnny Pareda got his first big league hit his first time.
This is going to get down. Trapped out there by Friedel. And here comes the runner. 1 run will score, but Brujan around second base tagged out. Hill came home to tie the game, but it is 3-3 on the sinking line drive base hit to center.
And this time with a slider, Pareda just staying on it, hitting it at second base. Now here's the problem, that you have Hill at second, and he realizes, oh, this ball might get caught, so he has to start to go back. And for Brujan, he didn't really realize whether or not Hill was going to get sent, tries to go back, gets himself into a rundown, but I guarantee you this, you'll trade the out for a run to tie this ball game up.
So here's De La Cruz. He will switch around to the right side against the left-hander Nardi. The Marlins have yet to retire De La Cruz here tonight.
So he stays right there. He's not getting on base here. He looks at the slider as Nardi strikes out the side.
Let's take a look at the final pitch of last half inning. Elly De La Cruz thought it was low. He had a calm but extended conversation with home plate man and crew chief Bill Miller. And after seemingly that conversation was done in calm fashion, David Bell came out from the dugout and just about quickly, in somewhat understated fashion, gone.
And I think that David Bell said to Bill Miller, the home plate umpire, that pitch was out. And that was an awful quick ejection by Bill Miller.
So Bell just set a franchise record, breaks a tie with Sparky Anderson for the most ejections of a Reds manager in franchise history. Big spot for Buck Farmer. 2 on, 2 out, tied at 3, 8th inning.
And they'll face Johnny Pareda.
Strike 3 called. Got him looking with a slider over the outside corner at the knees. Down on strikes, Pareda. Farmer comes in, punches out the lone batter he faces here in the 8th. The Marlins strand 2, and we're still tied at 3.
Marlins are looking to fight off their first series loss of the second half. That'll bring the heavy hitter up, Jake Berger. He's no stranger to walk-off homers.
Berger down the left field line, and this is a fair ball. It goes off the base of the wall, and Berger to second base. Right in that corner, and it's short out the wall, so the game-winning run is in scoring position.
For a second there, I thought it went out because we kind of lost it in that video board.
So an intentional walk to Jesus Sanchez, so he's given first, and they're going to pitch to Jonah Bryan. Looking, strike 3.
Thread the needle, Buck Farmer.
And now Otto Lopez.
Sent to left center. Friedel commands, makes the play.
And we head to the 10th.
So Ramirez walks the first man that he faces to start the 10th inning, and now you've got to deal with Elly De La Cruz,
who rifles the ball off the glove of Bryan at first. Later break for Fairchild in India. Bases loaded. The 4th time De La Cruz has been on tonight.
Nobody out here in the 10th. We are tied at 3, and here's Tyler Stevenson.
Payoff is out of the zone, and the Reds lead on a walk. A bases loaded free pass. Fairchild scores, and the Reds ahead 4-3. Still sacks full in the 10th. I mean, that looks to be in the zone. Called ball 4.
and so now the bases are loaded with nobody out for TJ Friedel.
Oh, it got Friedel. The Reds get a 2-run lead, but Friedel in significant pain, writhing on the ground as India scores. Athletic trainer Tomas Vera races out.
Looks like it got him on the inside of the back knee.
It has been an injury-riddled season for Friedel, including a broken tip of the thumb suffered on a pitch. Well, looks like Friedel's feeling okay. He'll stay in.
Here's Spencer Steer, 1 for 4 tonight. Oh, would this be a big one?
Steer, broken bat, chip shot, down base hit. De La Cruz scores. Stop sign for Stevenson. Fire to the plate. Oh, big base knock for Spencer Steer. As the Reds continue to tack on, they take a 6-3 lead.
Doesn't matter how hard you hit them. When you get the bases loaded, you need to find where they're not playing. And Steer gets jammed on this, but he'll take it all day long.
Here's Jamer Candelario.
Ground ball through, base hit. Stevenson scores. Wave is on for Friedel. Brujan and right throw to the plate. Late. Friedel slides in safely. 2 more for the Reds. A 5-run lead. They are blowing this wide open in the 10th inning.
A key base hit right there, and they are just piling on.
6 straight Reds have reached to begin extras, and they have chased Ramirez. Bases loaded again. 7 straight Reds have reached to begin extras.
And that will bring Noelvi Marte to the plate.
Left center. Hensley and Hill can't get the ball. Later break. Steer scores. Candelario to third. And the horrific inning for the Marlins continues. A surefire out. Falls on the outfield green. And 8 straight Reds have reached. It is 9-3 Cincinnati.
I think they awarded a hit on this play. Left fielder comes in. That's clearly the center fielder, Derek Hill's ball all the way. And Henley comes in out of nowhere, and ball falls. Reds score another. That is 6 in the inning.
And now the batter is Stuart Fairchild.
Fairchild to left. Hensley, the longer run, tracks it down, tag at third, throw to the plate, cut, sac fly RBI, double-digit runs for the Reds. Cincinnati by a touchdown. Many stand and cheer after the first out of the inning.
So there's 1 away.
So Otto Lopez, the free runner at third, Derek Hill.
This one a bouncer toward third. A run will come in to score.
Readily concede the score. It's now 10-4, but 2 outs. Vidal Brujan RBI single. He's 1 for 4. Sent to center, Stuart Fairchild. A feel-good finish for these Reds. They dominate in the 10th and win it by a convincing final of 10-4.